How's it going, everyone? College Lefty, and in this video I'm going to be playing some ranked seasons. We're currently at 729 rating, so hopefully we're going to be hopping into our first game on Hall of Fame difficulty for this ranked seasons and try and get that championship series and make a push towards World Series. But Juan Marichal is on the mound first time facing this 97 signature series. Juan Marichal, you get that card by completing Clash Tag's Moment, and definitely a pretty good card. I have yet to face him, so I know the 92 was pretty good earlier on in the season, but I have Madison Bumgarner on the mound. I'm looking to get the cutter going early on in the game. First pitch of the game, the opponent smacks it off the left field foul pole. Not really the best way to start this one off. So we're down a run, and already first batter of the game goes deep, so that's not good for the confidence for Madison Bumgarner as well. But I feel like this opponent was sitting on the fastball at times. He's definitely ready for it, and at the same time he's a very good hitter. I could already tell. So far all three batters have squared the ball up. Even his out was resulted in a hard ground ball from Rogers Hornsby, and I got pretty lucky on that one. So in this situation I went to a mound visit. It pretty much backfired because it lowered my confidence. Mound visit this early in the game after giving up a home run and a base hit. I felt like if I could take a mound visit, get the confidence up, maybe get a double play. It worked in the reverse in that situation where the ground ball got up the middle. It lowered the confidence, and now we're facing Ken Griffey Jr. with two guys on, and I have no chance to go to a mound visit because if I do, then I would have to take my pitcher out. So I kind of messed up a little bit in this situation, but we do give up a double that's going to score 2 runs. We go down 3-0 already and only have 1 out. Now, if you notice, I don't have a meter anymore. This is going to make it very challenging to get this next batter out. Luckily, he fouled off a couple of balls that would have more than likely been home runs, and then I was able to get him to chase below the zone. So far throughout this game, the opponent was swinging at only strikes for the most part. Luckily, I was able to get that strikeout by getting him to chase. But moving forward, I'm going to try and get him to chase as much as possible since we're already down 3 runs in this game. We haven't even had a chance to hit yet. So luckily, Honus Wagner is leading off this game with a base knock, and hopefully we can respond well in this situation, get something going here in the first inning to try and get some of those runs back that he was able to score early on. Also try and get the confidence down for his Juan Marichal as we rip a double with Ted Williams down the left field line. Kind of a fastball up and away. I was ready for it, and sometimes that pitch can be very difficult to hit if you're not sitting on it and you don't get the PCI up there in time. You can pop it up. But I just missed that one with Willie Mays. Got under it, still was able to pull it and get the job done. Scored the run from third base on the sac fly. Now that's going to bring up Lou Gehrig, and I'll try and move my face cam. You guys can see I was just under it. Good okay. And on Hall of Fame difficulty, you really have to square the ball up in order to get rewarded. You have to square it up a lot more consistently. It's not like All-Star where you can miss the ball a little bit more and still get rewarded. But we do tie the game up with a 2-run shot from Lou Gehrig. I felt like I was on this one as well with Ken Griffey Jr., but I might not have sat on it a little bit long enough. I might have swung just a little early there and got it off the end of the bat. I'm not quite sure, but we fly out to left field. Definitely the opponent had some hard hit balls that resulted in line drive outs to this point. Same type of thing for me. I felt like I had a couple balls that I hit well that did not result in hits, but I put Mike Piazza back in the lineup. That's probably the one thing I didn't mention so far, is that I took out Pablo Sanchez, the creative player, moved him to the bench, and went with Mike Piazza simply because I wanted to get that additional power. I wanted to get that extra bat in my lineup, and I have been having a lot of success with Mike Piazza since I've been using him. So we also start this inning off with a hit, so that's nice to get something going. It sets up Roberto Alomar, who's also making his return into the lineup. I recently tried out Joe Morgan a little bit at second base, but Roberto Alomar has definitely been the best second baseman for me all around. But he gets a double the other way. Madison Bumgarner is in the game still. Luckily, he is able to hit. He gets a run back after he gave up a few in the first inning. That's another reason why I really like using that card, is because I struggle pitching, but as long as I can have a pitcher that can hit, that's also going to be helpful for me as he cashes in a run, extends the inning a little bit. Still nobody down, and we go deep with Honus Wagner there. Sat on that slider the other way, hit the changeup with Ted Williams, and pulled that one for a no-doubter as well. So back-to-back home runs. This is an unbelievable home run frenzy at this point in the game. I mean, both teams have multiple home runs, and I expect there's going to be a lot more runs scored in this game. I mean, 5-run lead in the second inning going into the top of the third here. No lead is safe. Let's go ahead and try the cutter on the outside corner. That did not work either, and he sends it out for a home run. I figured he was on the cutter on the inside half. I wanted to try and establish it on the outside corner. He smashes it dead center with Rogers Hornsby, but he also had a couple lineouts to this point. That could have easily been a home run from Ted Williams. It was a curveball below the zone. He squared it up and lined out to second base. So I was able to get him to chase at certain times. I tried my best to throw as many balls as possible to this opponent. Not necessarily only trying to throw balls. I mean, I have to locate. I have to try and throw strikes as well. And every time I did, it seemed like he was hitting it out. There goes another one with Willie Mays. Fastball inside. I missed over the middle of the plate just a little bit, and that's really all it takes. But nice play here from Roberto Alomar. One-handed, barehanded play. Kind of a crazy attempt. I thought he was going to miss that one. It was going to roll into the outfield. That has happened before. But just trying to get some of those runs right back as the opponent was able to score a couple in that last inning, making it an 8-5 game. We get something going here with the leadoff double once again, and really getting the leadoff guy on base, trying to manufacture some runs. Here we don't really get the best hit with Piazza, but it is a broken bat, swinging bunt, and it gets the job done. It moves Griffey over to third base. He wasn't able to have a play at third, and we have a chance to score this run as well. Roberto Alomar coming up to the plate. Last time up, he threw a fastball up and away. I'm looking for the same type of pitch, and I tried to get a check swing there. I chased it. It's 100% my fault, and that's a great pitch from the opponent, as I was unable to score Griffey with 2 outs there in the pitcher spot coming up. I pinch hit George Brett, so we do have Trevor Hoffman coming in relief in this situation, early in relief as well. And recently I have played a couple games where I've scored a good amount of runs, but I've also given up a ton of runs. My pitching staff has been getting absolutely rocked, and they are pretty gassed out there in the bullpen. So this is going to be an interesting game as we move later on into this one, because with this home run hitting frenzy going on, as well as this early in the game going to the bullpen for both teams, it could get interesting here. This guy is definitely a great hitter as he ties the game up with a 3-run shot, a changeup over the middle of the plate from Trevor Hoffman. This guy was absolutely on everything. Fastball, changeup, didn't really matter. I went to Hoffman simply to try and mix it up, because I went with Bumgarner, throws a little bit harder. Hoffman has a little bit of a slower off speed. Neither one of those things worked out. When I brought in Billy Wagner to face Trevor Hoffman, he almost hit a home run with him. And luckily, Billy Wagner was able to get a few outs in that game. So a lot of action-packed ranked seasons in this one. We go the other way with another fastball up in the zone. And I would say some of those hits the other way have been somewhat of the difference in this game. The reason why I've been able to score a few runs early on was because I was able to go the other way with the ball and make it difficult for the opponent to pitch as well. So he goes ahead and walks Ken Griffey Jr. to face Mike Piazza, and Mike Piazza sits on the changeup, smacks it to dead center field. That's going to be a 3-run shot, and we actually take the lead. So back and forth ball game. He goes up by 3 runs. I go ahead and take an 8-5 lead. He ties it up, takes the lead 9 to 8. Then I tie it up and take the lead again in one swing. And he goes ahead and hits a home run as well. So this game is absolutely insane. 11 to 10. We still have multiple innings left. And he ties it up just like that. Bruce Sutter got 2 quick outs in the inning. Fastball inside to Willie Mays after giving up a home run to Ted Williams. He gives up another one. This opponent brought in his creative player in relief, who is absolutely disgusting. This card was throwing in the hundreds with a great changeup and a slider. I actually squared one up with Ted Williams, but Ted Williams makes the play running into the wall out there in left field. Kind of a crazy game, and then Chipper Jones forgets how to play third base. I have no idea what he's doing, and that was a tailor-made out, but nonetheless, he makes up for it with a no-doubter later in the game. Luckily, that error did not come back and haunt me, because I didn't give up any runs on that situation. But anytime you give a good player extra outs, it's never a good thing, especially when there's 2 outs already in the inning. That would have ended the inning. Luckily, Chipper Jones hits a home run, puts us up by 1. We are getting out-hit in this game. I mean, he has 14 hits. He's going to go ahead and tie the game right back up. At this point, maybe even earlier in this game, I felt like this was going to come down to the last inning, could potentially go extra innings, and that's why I was talking about the bullpen a little bit. It makes it a little bit more difficult to manage the game when you have a tired bullpen, as well as the game's playing pretty insane right now, and a lot of runs are being scored. It makes it that much more challenging to go ahead and manage this one. But we brought in Andrew Miller, top of the 9th. I figured I had to play it. for this inning, I wanted to face Baez. I kind of shut Baez down in this one, and luckily didn't hit a home run on that pitch right there. But tried to play the matchups for the most part. That was the one batter where hits lefties a little bit better. That was due up in this inning. So we have 2 down, facing Eddie Murray. I'm going with the slider once again. That was the one pitch I was able to get him to chase a little bit. The breaking balls and the changeups below the zone, slightly in on the hands. He was able to hit the ball still. There he gets a base hit on it. So a go-ahead run on base. And, I mean, we get the strikeout there. That was a huge punch-out from Sergio Romo. What a big play in the game. I had to go ahead and go to that matchup. He walks Willie Mays on a 3-1 count. Definitely important there as he brought in Billy Wagner in relief for Kirby Yates. This guy had a stacked team. He had all the finest cards, as he has JT Romito behind the plate and that Kirby Yates. So he's got a lot of them. And we have Lou Gehrig up at the plate, a 2-0 count. He throws a fastball. That was the exact pitch I was waiting for. And we end up walking the game off 14-12. What an absolutely insane game. That was a home run frenzy. 16 hits to 13 hits, at least 10 home runs in that game combined. But thank you guys for watching this video. I'm College Lefty, and hopefully you guys enjoyed that. That was one of the most fun games I played all season, and that opponent was amazing. So take care, everybody, and have a great weekend. Peace out.